Meow. Meow, guys. Wow, wow. I'm not muted, am I? No, I am not. Yay! Meow. How you guys doing today? Hi there, Blob. I see you. I see ya there, little booper. Meep, 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 meep. You and your meepies. Hi there, Eagly. Hi, hi. Wah, wah. How is the minesweeping going? You minesweeping a lot? Meow, meow. The minesweeper be minesweeping. Yes, yes. Ah! Why are you screaming? No screaming, meow. I just got jump scared. Oh, I see. Did you get jump scared by me or what? Meow. Because I'm just a keeper. Meow meow. Hey meow. I'm not a scary kitten. Meow. I'm just a kitty. Meow. 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 Meow 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 meow. Wah 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 wah. You. Aww. I'm sorry. I was on something else and you appeared. Yes, I manifested into existence. Meow. I am almost done grinding for resources in Minesweeper Online. Minesweeper Online. You're too addicted to that. Yeah. Maybe sometimes you need to go away from war, you know? Enjoy life. And not be stressed about freaking bombs. Ah. Oh wait, I needed Wawa. I was thirsty. Ah, why? So, yeah, I don't know what to do today. I'm just gonna be chilling around and streaming. Meow, 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 Okay, it open. Ah, welcome to my beautiful desktop today. We're gonna be continuing making this belief papaya. Mamma mia. Yes. Alright, so... Oh, there's a bunch of errors. What? What do you mean attempting to access this variable but it's already defined? When you need the bar? Okay, you need the bar. What about you? You apparently also need the bar. There you go. Nothing happened. You saw nothing, guys. Meow meow. Is the cutie cutie? Says another cutie. Meow. Hi there, Spectre. Meow meow. Yes, I am cuting today. Well, coding. Because you know, coding is the most cute activity you can do as a programmer. That's a silly. I'm not cute. Yes, you are. Meow. Yes, you are. The proof is that you're dating me. Yeah. Anyways, what am I doing? I forgot. Oh yeah, I need to do stuff. Where is my thingy? Where is my to-do list? Here it is. All right, let's do these thingies that I have yet to do. I need to post an update soon. There's a bunch of things I already kind of fixed. Do you know if there's a custom thing for, say, if I join it, it will make a pop-up saying I joined it? This is a question, by the way, just wondering. What do you mean joining? Like, technically I can do anything if I program it and code it everything, and there is APIs for it. But yeah, there's a thing that I could do. I'm still working on it. It's taking a little while because I also need resources like images. It's not just about coding, it's also about presenting the results. I need something to display it on screen and make it look pretty. Because if not, it's kind of boring, don't you think? But yeah, I can make it. But what do you mean by joining? Like, if you make presence on the chat on YouTube? Because there is programs that actually make it so there's like little goobers walking in below the screen for every single chatter that there is in stream. So if someone says a message, they will just pop and be walking around. And some people do mini games with that and interact with chat like that. I wanna make my own in my own style eventually, of course. But yeah, that's join the stream. Oh, yeah, there's a way to do that. I'm still working on it, however. I still need the resources because I don't want to use generic stuff. I want to be original myself. I want to be unique in my own style. So yeah, I will probably use tools and stuff that are online, yes. But I'll by like presence and decoration and the goobers that are gonna be walking, I want to be original. I want to do basically the art. So I don't know. I will see, I guess. Meow meow, I will see. Because it's not an easy thing to do. It's not easy. You know what I need? A break from these almost impossible Friday Night Funkin' Shaggy mods. Then don't play them, Conito. Hi, Conito. Welcome. Silly bean. You know you can just take a break every time you want, right? Like me, for example. I am taking a break of doing anything else than gaming and just coding. I was supposed to receive calls, but I didn't get any. That's weird. But it's almost my duty to make possible the impossible. Okay, but to who? To yourself? Oh. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Look, if you're happy and satisfied with it, there is no problem then. What am I doing again? I forgot. Guys, You make me forget. Yeah. Checking dialog system that tail command. It seems to be receiving numbers price instead of the indexing. Okay. And the pop-up, make sure it works well. I'm sure the pop-up works well, but I could try, I guess? How do I test a pop-up? Okay, to test a pop-up, I need a dialog. I need a dialog to test it out. So let's start with that, because it's the easiest one. So whenever Papyrus is with this first dialog, and then the dialog ends, let's create a pop-up. And let's do intentional spacings, because I made it so spaces don't matter, in theory. We'll see if that actually works. I'm gonna add spaces every single time I can. And my system should gracefully be able to handle around them. If it doesn't, then fuck. Luckily, I have been taking breaks from Minesweeper. It makes me a better player. That's good, Ely. That's good. Meow meow. We don't want you to explode after all. Yeah, I guess it kills something called Boredom. Just did 3.5 minutes of suffering with 12 keys. Damn! Don't worry, how about 50 keys? I hope your keyboard has 50 keys. So... And I will need to do it again with the keys just flying around the screen. Sounds like fun! So now you know, siliconito, siliconito. Meow 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 meow. Where is my pop-up dialog? I need my structure. I seriously need that documentation as well. Where is my pop-up dialog? I already did this. I already did this. I already did the funk. I already did the asterisk. Font. Uh-huh. Yeah, tail. Okay. Oh, this one. I need to check for commands that receive such things because it's not dreaming. This is not dreamed. There you go. I need to make sure I dream every single thing. Meow, 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 meow. Here it is, the pop-up. But let me check real quick if I am trimming the stuff. No, I am just copying it. Okay. So I need to dream stuff. Because if I don't dream it, it's not gonna work. Don't be afraid and fucking acted or you'll end up like me. Anyways, get May dressed. Yeah! God dang it, I got May dressed. I mean, it's not like I mind. Meow 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 meow. Well, I hope you enjoy me and me a Matrix. Meow 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 meow. Sprite is fine. I will have to check every single command for that. Okay, I'm gonna add that in here. Meow 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 meow. What? Yeah. It didn't last. Oh, it's because of the numbers. I'm sorry, sorry, sorry. So you see, because I'm using programming and I have this program assigns keys for you to change your custom, and I only have one keyboard. Of course, it's gonna do that. And whenever I am trying to place numbers in my coding and stuff, it does reset them. So yeah, that's gonna be an issue. Can I change this so they don't bother me? I don't use the keypad honestly, so I guess I will change all of this into the keypad. There you go. The only ones that I need is the F ones, because those are the triggers that my program triggers for meow 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 meow. So yeah, sorry for that, meow meow. I will make sure to give you an extra after the redeem is done. Meow. Alright, so I need a mode. But what mode do I do? Mode by default is none. I don't know if I want that. Could be left. I think left is no right. Right, left, left, right. I don't know. Alright, so let's go into the dialogue. Where's the dialogues? Over here, we go left. Space, comma, space. The position of the dialogue now within the dialogue. I don't know. 200 and 120? No. 50. Yes. These are numbers, so the numbers get converted easily, I believe. And I need also the dialogue that I'm gonna be using, the width of it, and if there is any face sprite test stuff. So the dialogue is just gonna be and the width is gonna be 1 pixel. Yeah, that sounds about right. And face sprite. What is face sprite gonna do? Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Oh, face sprite is doing some conversion for asset getting. Yes, okay, that works. I feel I should do something in the exception. But then again, I don't know how this works. I forgot. Ray, I want cheese. But you're not a rat. Meow. Why you want cheese? Yeah. So what? I can still want cheese, Miss Hungry. Okay. Where do I get cheese? Is the question now. Okay, I'm just gonna try that dialogue. And now I am at 19,187 event points collected in Minesweeper Online. Get it from the moon. The moon is made out of cheese, right? You want me to go to the moon? Why you want me to go to the moon? The moon is very far and very costly. I need a ferry. Or I don't know what kind of thing will get me to the moon. What the fuck? Why is he so tiny? Why is he so tiny? Okay, I guess it works. I'm gonna increase it to 100. And I'm gonna spam more A's. I don't know, you have a star on your tail, you should be related to something, but fine, I will just get it from the fridge. The most logical response. But yeah, how you expect me to go to the moon to get some cheese? Yeah. I may have a star-shaped tail, but that doesn't mean I can fly and go into the moon and breathe without oxygen. I'm still a giver. Wow. Look at this. Okay, I have verified that it works. Yippee! Get out. So I verified that it works. Now I need to not save it because I didn't change anything. I need to check. Whoops, no, don't do that. I need to check the commands now. So let's check the commands. Wah, wah, wah. So pop-up works properly, correct. Bind instance is working properly. It gets the instance reference and stuff. Got it. Sprites to images, it takes only numbers. So yes, numbers are given, numbers are transformed. Streaming, asset get language sprite and int. Yes, everything is gotten. Perfect. I feel in the pop-up whenever I'm doing a sprite reference actually. This, instead of doing nothing, I should convert it to an integer. No. Because let's see, I bring a sprite dialog, yes. K is 1. And because of that, I do trimming the dialog. I try to get the asset if it's a name of a sprite. If I got something, I save it. If I didn't, maybe it's the name of a language sprite. So I get it. I try to fetch it. Doesn't work. Then it should be a number. If it's a number, convert it to an integer and just pass it through. But if it's a number, I do nothing. Why? Because later on, these arguments are gonna be transformed into numbers. Over here. They're transformed into numbers automatically, so I don't need to really do anything here. There is a try catch however, because this code can fail somehow. How can you fail? You have a function. Undefined if the enabled variable doesn't exist. It returns undefined if it doesn't exist. This never crashes. And because it never crashes, it doesn't need a try catch. Or should I take quartz cheese? No, you're stealing cheese from others? No, Conito, that's bad. Meow meow. Nah, just kidding, I couldn't. How's your tail? No time I didn't do this. You really like my tail. It's not as fluffy as I would expect, but I hope it's enough. Meow. Meow meow. 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 Okay, there is a problem in here. If it's a number, it's gonna try to fetch the language as a number, but it's undefined, and because it's undefined, it's gonna replace the number that I want to preserve. That's not good. So I'm gonna create in here a variable called sprite index, and check if the sprite index is different from empty. If the sprite index, oh no, wait, that's not how you do it. I forgot. It is undefined. If the sprite index is undefined, then you do nothing. Therefore, I'm doing something if it's different from undefined. And that something is assign what I got. There you go. Now this does it safely. Alright, that's solved. Animation speed is a number. Yes, that's fine. Voices, it's an asset thing that you can get, and yeah, that's it. Voices, however, follow something similar to audio. Should I do another system that is similar but for audio? Why is my microphone silent? Wow. Okay, microphone was silent. Microphone. This is problematic. Meow. Do you hear me now? Meow, meow. I do see the voice. Yes, I think it works. I need a new microphone, guys. Me can hear you. Yay, Konito. You can hear me. Anyway. So yes, sounds probably could use the same treatment as the sprites. Because sometimes you will have an audio in a language. You will want that same audio in another language. Something that you do sort of with sprites as well. So I need to create functions for that. We could do that today, I guess. And just leave it in here as add sound. So audio language support, like the sprite language support. Okay, I will focus on this later because I think it's not gonna be easy. Or actually it is. I need to create just another global variable and hold the data around. Because this is the game menu, there is a place where there is just these variables. There is this global language sprites, language fonts. I will need another one which is the global audio. Audio or sounds, I guess. They will have to also have this again. Now this one is more rarely that people will use it, that's the thing. So I guess it's gonna be empty by default, but you could do it like this again. Okay, let me see. Is it that easy to shape this system, honestly? I just need to find all the occurrences of the language sprite to see how I did it. So go ahead, put global.this, language is white. I'm finding all of them. There's only 2 of them. Which is it's just one function. Wow. That's simple. Wow. It's just that simple. Alright, just get it and place it. Get language audio. The name of the audio could be music, could be sounds. And over here, change it to be the audio one, and that's it. That's it. That is it. This is how you get it. Wow. That was simple. Alright. It's done. Yeah, these are the general util functions. and it's in the game settings. So I also need to take that note. Yes. Alright. Now we need to make the actual implementation. The implementation will be done in voices. Because it's the only audio thing that I can use for now. Or is there a sound somewhere? Yeah, there is a play sound, which also uses an integer. No, that's outdated. We need to use the recent AZ get index. Yes. And indeed, it's the time of the day. Meow 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 meow. Silly conito. Silly meowser. Alright, how do I do this? I need to do it similar to how I do it in Sprite, which is somewhat like this. So apparently what I do is get the sound by the asset get index. Of course I get the string of it. So for that I'm gonna get it because I need it. I'm gonna give it like sound name. There you go. It's streamed, it's perfect, it's trying to get the asset, it fails, then it resorts to this other thing. Why is it a try catch? Why is it a try catch? Because I'm sure if you give this a number, it's gonna get returned you an undefined. Oh wait, I see why it crashes. Because it's undefined, and because it's undefined, it's gonna try to access undefined space of an array, but that's incorrect, and that's why it's error. That's why you need a try catch. Oh. Okay, so that's why you need to change it in here. Okay. Actually, my solution was not a solution. It was just me not understanding how I did things. So this is actually a try catch. There you go. I love my cat, I'm not gonna lie. I understand ya now. Aww. Kitties are the best. Meow meow. Change my mind. Meow 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 meow. Okay, so over here I need to do a try catch. But this catch is gonna do, of course, different stuff. Okay, over here we need to get the sound name, but this function of course has to be different. It's get language audio and use the sound name to fetch it. And if you don't get anything, well, resort to using again the sound name. Because it's the same. Why write the whole thing again when you already trimmed it and it's there? But yeah. And I don't need this, of course. So, goodbye. Oh god, you're the maid now? Yes, I am the maid. Hi there, Brad. How may I serve you today? Meow meow. Long live the kitties. Yes, long live the kitties. Voices is complete now. Perfect. Next command, no. Skip command, no. Stop skip, no. Wait for main key, no. Wait for thingy is also working with the conversion stuff, handlebars and stuff. So yeah, nothing to do in here. This already worked. Skip less. Oops. Skip label, skip label. Progress mode is already trimmed. Okay. Now display text is already string lowered and string trimmed. Perfect. I need to check if I am not double string trimming, because if I am double string trimming is kinda useless as well. So go to pop-up and check if I am double string trimming. I am not. It seems everything is in order. Perfect. Yes, only once. How about here? Got it. These are numbers, so that's fine. Spacing is number as well. Spacing is number. Font is getting streamed. Perfect. Display text is being trimmed. Perfect. This is a number. This is a number. This is a... Okay, these are the ones that I also need to change because they are asking for a sprite. The potential that pink Lizzie bash into the stream is streaming. The pink lizard is streaming. Meow. Okay, maybe he can come later. But I'm just gonna be coding in the meantime. Oh, and also you get another free maid dress. Meow. It's not like being an maid dress or anything. Meow. It's just that my program failed me before, so yeah, I need to make up, you know. Meow 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 meow. The tail is a string split by commas, and then they transform it all to numbers. But why is it a list of numbers, the tail? Doesn't make sense. Tail position is two integers, so yes, that's complete. So only these ones are the ones that I need to change with the sprite thingy. Because usually what I expect from a container is the index of the container sprite that I'm gonna be using. Maid keeper, yes. I'm very nerdy as well. Okay, I got a copy again the way I do it. With the sprite. ETCP. So this is the place. I need to get the sprite. I do it with this. So the ending result is basically a number, which is either this or that. There. So over here I need to assign this trimmed. Why? Because trimming is very important. So I am going to try to fetch an asset with that name. Doesn't work. I'm gonna try to fetch it now in the list of sprites. If it doesn't work, then default to assigning it a number. Okay, that's good. Now I need to know what happens with the container tail. Why is it so many numbers? Please case sensitive. Over here. Huh? Oh, so the first one is the sprite and then the other two numbers is the position of it. Oh, got it. Alright, that enlightened a lot of stuff in my mind. So okay, I'm gonna add a note. This is the sprite and then is the X and then is the Y. That's what it is. That's why it separates it, that's why it gets a length, and that's why it's doing this stuff later on. So it grabs the first argument and it then converts it into an integer. And then starting from 1 you get real numbers. Got it. So the first one is the one that needs to get converted. Following this kind of logic. So string the argument, get the index of the asset if you find it. If it's not, then find it by the language. If it's not, then default to integers. There you go. So that should do it. Yeah, meow. Alright, so we got already the container and we got already the tail. Wait, what? Why are you shrinking the entire thing? That's not how you work. Yeah, you're supposed to just shrink till here. Why are you shrinking everything? What the heck? Mixed code, please. Can you readjust this? Or is it something bad that I did in other places? Oh wait, over here we have a mistake. The argument didn't get copied correctly. Much better. Alright, lastly, the tail mask is basically that. Nope. Container, come back here. I need your way of doing things again. So command data value is gonna hold whatever result comes out of it from command content. Therefore, I can just do this. Yeah, I can just do a full replacement and it works. Got it. What about tail draw mode? Why is it like this? It's an integer. I don't know if I like it being an integer. I would prefer it to be words. It's more understandable that way. Okay, sensitive, find it for me, please. And I found it, and I am calling the container with the value of an integer. Can I go to where this is? Please? No? Okay, I'm gonna have to find it. Oh, because the script is erroring, that's why it's not letting me do that, I guess. Meow, meow, meow. There it is, it's a mode, it's an integer. We are using only constants. Which are these? Here, below top sprite mask, inverted sprite mask. So I'm gonna have to do a little thingy over here, because I don't like to pass that. I will still support it as a legacy, I guess. So switch, we were gonna switch something. And over here, we're gonna do a case of strings. So I saw correctly, it was below. Then there was a top. And there were other twos. And we're gonna have a default one. Default doesn't really need a break, but I add it anyways. Where do I have an example if not? Because I want to keep also my code consistent. Display, display. Where is the display? Display. Funk. Nope. Display text. Oh, I saw you. Yeah, default doesn't have. We don't need that then. Okay, default is basically this line. So what are we gonna do over here is again trimming. String underscore trim command content 1. Now that that is trimmed, I can grab it and provide it. And lastly, instead of doing integers and whatnot, we can just make container tail draw mode below. And then here is top. And here is another mode that I don't know, sprite. And then inverted sprite. Okay. Your top. It was already top. Over here is gonna be sprite mask underscore, so there's no spaces in between. And then inverted sprite mask. What other way could it be shortened? SM? I don't feel like that. Could be mask and then inverted mask as well. Why not? Mask and then inverted mask, just in case you want to be fancy and shorten the words. Yeah. So that's that now, and tail position is 2 integers. Wait, why integers when I do in the other place something different? Because on tail, I have to convert both of them into reals. Tail position over here are integers, however. That's not correct. Make them both real, please. And that's it. All commands successfully checked and validated. So all of this is complete. And with that, we are done. I'm gonna eventually do this. I will eventually do this. But no, not today. Not today, guys. Alright, with all the stuff that I need to do about the engine out of the way, we can continue on this. The introduction of Papayas with his dialogues and stuff. So, what are we doing? Because I believe we got everything so far. Papaya's just is behind the pillar. I seriously need a system for coordination of events. So I don't need to be constantly changing that. But that requires a bunch of subsystems. A system for moving the camera and knowing when it's over. And then dynamically spawning the stuff as well. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Okay, so let's see. How do I control the flow on this? If I am behind the pillar, it's gonna do the stuff. Then go here and do stuff. I need to set these global variables for me to do many tests. So how about once all this stuff is over, I just restart the room? Because let's see, once the switch happens here, Papyrus monologue is here, then it's gonna do a move camera, and then it's gonna spawn the Papyrus, and after that it's gonna force a dialogue next. And from the dialogue, supposedly stuff happens. And in here the timer doesn't advance unless the dialogue is finished. So over here I'm gonna just place it as this, because over here is where the battle is gonna be started. So over here, just leave a dialogue. And over here we do room restart for me to be testing stuff around. Because I got some increments, like behind pillar is an incremental number. It's supposed to be incrementing. And depending on the incrementals of behind pillar is gonna be different dialogues and stuff. So yeah, that restarts the room. So far, all of them converge in the same spot, here. So over here, first the Papyrus monologue, there is a long wait, then there is that. Now, I need this dialogue, however, the station data, to be set. So alongside this needs to be set to true. Because Papyrus, once it finishes the dialogue, then it doesn't do it again. Ever. unless you beat the game, which I will have to manually set back that to false. No, wait. If I start the game, it's gonna set the session data as well, always to the start, no? Yeah, it's gonna also set the session data, so I don't need to actually do it. Okay, I got it. So over here is gonna be the short variant of the dialogue. So let's see, how does this start? First it moves around, then it's gonna do the Papyrus monologue. And it's gonna do it as many times as you return always. Technically, if you restart, well, I'm gonna pretend first of all that my restarts are dead. That means that Papyrus doesn't remember. Got it. And because Papyrus doesn't remember, it's gonna always fall into these monologues. So yes, it's gonna say Papyrus the monologue. Silly Bean, you sure like to place me in a matrix a bunch, huh? Ah, silly conito. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Ah wow wow. Meow meow. I will later gestionate my VIPs as well, because I have some people that I want to VIP. What can I say? I like pretty fanboys. You're saying I'm pretty? I'm pretty. What were his last words? I don't understand why you kill my friend. And then over here, I need to do stuff, which is again repeating this animation. But I don't need to draw the blackness. So it's just this. So I don't understand why you kill my friends, and over here then Papyrus immediately summons a bone. And the timer is gonna tick just 20 frames. And then it's gonna be like, it's time to teach you a lesson. Where is the dialogue for that? Because I have everything chronometrized over here. Alright. So this is the pillar events. I don't mind the pillar event. This is depending on the randomness of the event that can happen, yes? This is the button event, which I also need to trigger. And is this the short version of the dialogue? No, this is the dog. And this over here is when the battle starts. Wait, so where is the short version? Oh, it continues normally. Yeah, short dialogue. Then it does the bone over here by 20 frames. And immediately does the dialogue. Then immediately you start the battle. Yes. Okay, so. Yes, you're pretty. So after the 20 frames are up, I need to do the other dialogue, which is gonna be here. And then it's gonna trigger again the Papyrus monologue. It's gonna grab the number 1. And after that's over, it's gonna immediately start battle. Again. And we grab this. And it's already short monologue, so I don't need to set again that it's a short monologue when he already did a full monologue. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, how do you handle the Papyrus monologue? Now is the question. Okay. If it's a long corridor, it's gonna do stuff. I also need to trigger set event. So over here I need to handle the corridor thingy dialogues as well. Okay, there's a separation depending on the dialogue. Yes. Capture time 0. Oh yeah, because there's different monologues if it's captured. So because there's a short dialogue, I need to... And I use this actually. Me grab this. Place it over here. But instead of being the long dialogue, it's gonna be the short one. The font is Papyrus, the voice is Papyrus, yes. The face of Papyrus will be always visible in the first one, but not visible in the second one. And yeah, that's how you get the short version of the dialogue done. Right, I need Oppies to reach the shell best. Squeeze! Okay, fine. Siliconito. Come here. I'm gonna give you Oppies. Wawa. Oppies for you. There, you're open now. Thank you. You're welcome, miss. Awa. You got Oppies. Yes, yes. I got the secret sauce. Nice! Can I know the recipe? Alright. Okay, Papyrus pillar is gonna be depending on how many times I went behind the pillar. But in theory, it should be the same sequence of dialogues, always. Yeah, it's made out of secrets and hot sauce. Oh, that makes sense. So you just went for a bottle of hot sauce and then just decided to put sauce on it. I mean, secrets on it. What do you mean this is wrong? The script dialogue has an error because of the lines not being aligned. Oh, this try catch needs an exception. There you go. Is that the problem? Or do I have another one? Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Run, Freeze, run. Meow, 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 meow. I'm just silly, leave me guys. Meow. Okay, hello papayas. You still need facial expressions, yeah. I will do those eventually. Wait, I just realized it. Are you guys listening to Papyrus's sounds? No. There you go. Now you should listen to it. Yes, they are dead. I killed them. Meow, 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 meow. Why are you still there, Papyrus? I was supposed to make you disappear, damn it. Oh, it's because I am drawing the sprite with these. But I forgot one crucial step. Multiply the image alpha. Wait, but not of this one. The other one. Over here. Because what Papyrus does is becomes invisible. Yes. Okay, we're gonna see that in the next run, I guess. Okay. What's this? Not set before reading it? What do you mean my update got screwed up? What happened to my event update? Because let's see, my dialogues, what do they do again? They must be what you're feeling right now. And that's it. That's the whole dialogue. So technically I am still in the events, but whenever I trigger a room restart, does that get affected somehow? Because apparently the event got reset. Well, object game should have reset. After all, it's a persistent object, the object game. Get the bot out of here. There's a bot? Oh, I didn't realize because I was so into my code. Get the fuck out of my chat. Meow. Man, I really need to continue Undertale so I can understand the lore of these guys. I know what you're doing is a fun game, kinda. I've just been lazy. Silly. I saw a white flash from your stream and thought you were summoning something. I am summoning an interdimensional portal inside the house. Meow, 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 meow. Wait, why am I doing dog noises? I'm supposed to be a cat. Meow. This is your fault, guys. I blame it on you. Meow. Okay, so what happened to my event? Why is it telling me an error about event not existent? Because return event will never be true, it's always gonna be false. And whenever I trigger a battle start, it's gonna move the state to another state, so that will affect, honestly. Yes. So what does room restart actually do? Can I not do a normal room restart? Because look, we can try the same dialogue, but this time I'm gonna comment out the restart. See what happens. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Are you sure it was me, Igly? Maybe it's your screen. Yes, Papyrus, I killed them. It worked. And yeah, I am just stuck in here. So room restarting is actually affecting the object game? That shouldn't happen. Okay, I got an idea. I'm just gonna simply give this another variable. And the event is gonna be false. And over here, where the end event sets to true then. And over here, I'm gonna do the same, end event equals to true. So what's that gonna do is in here, if the event is to end, Oops. No. Instance corridor battle trigger. Instance corridor battle trigger. If that variable with end event is set to true, then it's gonna do some room restarting and return a true. Otherwise, it's gonna keep returning a false. That should work. James, I'm sure it was you. It was the error message. Oh, okay. What the fuck? I fell asleep. Oh, little blob fell asleep. I see you, Iggly, doing. Give me catnip. Give me food. Or I'm gonna bite your ankles. What is this sound? I don't know. Hey, I feel. Cuddle attack. Silly bean. What? Meow 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 meow. I am walking slowly towards the area of the battle. I should have moved the player back. Okay, stay hydrated. Okay, thank you, Mama. Slowly walking towards the scene. This is so silly. Hey, but it works. Thank you very much. Okay, before proceeding, I'm gonna do some adjusting to the dialogue because I just noticed something. The short dialogue should have the shake effect on kill. And then it should have no effect. If I recall correctly, that's how I do it over here. And there's a little pause in the dialogue as well. Because it's a dot, I'm using 20. Every time I see a comma, I am using 10 instead. Okay, let's go on, see? And it's gonna be stuck doing that dialogue forever. Hello, Lunar! Wow, wow. That's so many emotes of a raccoon. Why are you, raccoon, attacking me? Meow, 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 meow. I mean, I have a friend, raccoon. They're cute. They're cuties. They're like cats, but built different. You see, Papyrus? Yes. Okay, it's gonna be stuck in that loop. Oh, sorry. It's gonna be stuck in that loop forever. I need to do something about it. But first of all, I need to manage how my pillar dialogue kinda works. It's like, over here it passes, it's behind the pillar. And it's running a timer because it's behind the pillar. And then once it finishes, it's gonna return the timer behind pillar set to false and goes back. Why? Because of behind pillar plus plus. But it does something different every time. Because after he moves down, what does he do? I kinda forgot. He moves down, then he says a dialogue. And then he pulls out his bone and says his last dialogue. Yes. However, not all dialogues have that. Let me see, because there is 2 in here. Okay, let's see, because we have these. There is always 2 pillar dialogues, yes. There is always 2 dialogues, okay. So, pillar is consistent on that. But what do I need then is the ending dialogue. The one that says it's time to start your lesson. Also, why is pillar switch like this? That doesn't make sense. Oh wait, it's compressed. Silly me, it's compressed. I didn't notice. Why doesn't it change color? Cause like when you compress stuff, it's gray, so you notice it's compressed. But it doesn't with this. So I got so confused. Chicky. Meow meow. Me's feeling tired, so Me's gonna go sleep. Okay, Conito. Sleep well. Meow meow. Dream well of cats. Lots of keywords. They're so freaking adorable. And they purr so cute. Isn't that right, Blob? Meow. Hmm. Meow. Meow! Lizardy! Wah! Are you here, Lizardy? Or was that automatic? Silly Lizardy, thanks for the 3-month subscription. Meow meow! Hi there, Lizardy! Wah 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 wah! Happy. Meow 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 meow. Ah, meow 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 meow. I'm coding. How are you doing, Lizardy? Did your stream go well? I assume you finished the stream because you're here now. Meow. I got the present and turned it off. Aww. It's okay, Lizardy. It's okay. There. There will be better days, don't worry. Meow meow. Just try to get through. There. You can chill in here for a moment, Lizardy. I'm just doing some coding. Chilling around with some chill music and yeah, just being silly. Don't be surprised if I don't pay attention to your message sometimes. I'm just so locked in into my thinking and my coding sometimes. I am working on tools to help me pay attention more to chat when I'm focused like that. But they're still not done. They take time to get done. Meow meow. But yeah, we will see. Alright, let's see. So I need a finishing dialogue of like, it's time to start the lesson, it's time to do your lesson. but I'm not sure if it's always gonna be the same. Because if it's this, I can just go the short and the second dialogue, and that's it. And in case it's this, double papyrus is gonna be this. So let me see. Because capture does have two dialogues. And they correlate to this. Because the second capture is corresponding to the second dialogue. It's time to learn your lesson. It's time to double your lesson. But that one is also used for the first one. Meow, meow, meow. Yeah, it's a short version of the dialogue. Okay. So yeah, the arguments of the pillar don't have a finishing phrase. Hey there, Creeperhead. 12-6. I'm not saying that. Hey there, Creeperhead. How you doing? Meow, meow. Meow. Ray, if I was framed for a crime and you knew it would, you defended me? What do you mean you knew it would? It would what? like it's not a real, it's not like you're getting framed, so technically you that didn't make the crime. I don't need to, like, you knew I was framed. Oh, well, yes, I will try to find ways to help you. Because if you didn't do such crime, then there is no reason to really blame you. We just need to prove your innocence. Meow meow. Or if you get cancelled for defending me, pff, that's stupid. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone has their sides and opinions. And so what? If you don't like my opinion, then you can go the hell out of here. YouTube gave me this username, or it had a different origin. Oh, so now you're a creeperhead? Okay, because I burned down an orphanage, and you have to tell me in chat instead of telling me privately. I don't believe you. I know you are such a jokester. But I was framed. Well, in your defense, arson. Arson. Let's commit arson. Yeah. Become maid. Yes. I am now your personal maid. How may I help you or serve you in these 10 minutes that I will be in a maid rest? Meow. Clean my room and nothing else. Okay. I will be cleaning your room indeed. Do you have a feather duster? I should probably spray that into myself. That would be funny. No, clean it with real tools. Okay, fine. Jeez, you don't like the aesthetic of a maid dress. Of a maid, actually. Okay, fine. I'm gonna clean it with actual tools. My room's super dirty too. Well, what the heck do you do? Asked Mike. What the hell do you do in your room? That it's so dirty. Mine is not even that dirty. Besides the mess of clothes over there, but it's not that dirty. I'm just kidding. It isn't dirty. Then what am I supposed to clean if it's not dirty? Dust everything. Give me a feather duster. Silly bean. Anyways, what am I doing again? Oh yeah, here. So depending if it's a double lesson or not, I can do the thingy. Yes. Meow 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 meow. Okay, so over here, yes, I need another dialogue, but I don't know if the dialogue is always the same or it's a different one. There is spacing height is 4. Esper, why do you say X3 for everything? Why not? It's adorable. Meow. It's like me saying meow. Or doing a silly noise for no reason. Blah blah blah. Meow. 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 I mean, I don't of course say X3 for every single thing that I say X3. Who says X3 out loud, honestly? Meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Where is my dialogues? I need my dialogues. Here they are. It's time to learn your lesson. What's the last one? It's time to learn your lesson. Let me guess, the third one is also gonna be it's time to learn your lesson. No, let's just get to the point. Okay, so it's not always the same. It changes. It's time to learn your lesson, son. Alright, there you go. So we need to copy this for the other one. And over here is different. And over here. Yes. Alright. All these have an ending except for the first one, because the first one is not supposed to be an ending. I didn't realize that was a face. Really? Well, you expected me to be saying like the stuff 3 times. That's why I place X3. Because I'm multiplying my whole words by 3 so they actually get into your head. That will be stupid. If anything, it will be at least an X2. Because X3 is too much. 1 billion, I suppose, dollars? You got to survive John Wick for 48 hours. Who the heck is John Wick? John Wick. Yes, I know how to talk. Who the heck is John Wick? After almost a month of grinding in Minesweeper Online, I used my collected resources to get an item worth 2.9 million coins just now. Damn. You don't know John Wick? No, I don't. Rip you. Meow. I'm just a cat. Why do I need to know celebrities? Meow. Anyways, yes, the timer is reset. Behind pillar is set to false, and the pillar timer is increased. Okay, maybe the counter needs to increase, yes. But setting the pillar behind two falls and that stuff should not. So over here is gonna be this. So if global save data behind pillar equals to 0, I need better ways to access data from the save files. I don't like that the people have to access global. Actually, let me take note of that. Where is my to-do list? Here. Add functions so people access the local data, save data, session data, and what was the other one? Persistent data. To set and get data without using global dot variable to get to them. Nice. Now over here, I need to see how do that. John Wick is not a celeb, he's a world-renowned hitman. Then that's a celebrity. It's a celebrity in the bad side. Because if it's a world-renowned, like it's known by the entire world, then it's a celebrity. Because everybody knows them apparently then. He killed a guy with a pencil. It's a figure played by Keanu Reeves. John Wick is a top hitman. I see. Well, you have guns? Because if you have guns, then you can just shoot them, the hitman. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. I'm a professional minesweeper. I can just plant mines into my lawn in the configuration that I only know, so if he gets near, he gets blown up. That's not how it works. Do you know the black man? Well, John Wick is the one you call if you want the black man dead. Oh. No, thank you. What did they do to deserve that anyways? Okay, let's get to it because it's getting dark and me not like keep working in the dark because my eyes do more force to try to be watching at the screen and that hurt this. And I know I can just turn on the light of my room, but I'm too lazy to step up right now. Meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Okay, so it's again a timer of 20 frames. So over here again, event end. And over here, what do we do again? That's it. That's the only thing I do. Over here, I need to do then the papyrus objects found in animation thingy. Chat stream when? Hello, user! Meow meow! Hi there! I don't know when chat stream. We will see, I guess. I still need to get good at chess, but I want to at least finish some of the game series that we have going right now. Meow? Meow! Hello, Ben 10, Dragon 12. I wonder if those numbers have an actual meaning. Anyways, meow meow. How you doing today, Ben? Meow meow. I'm just chilling around, coding a little bit. And hang in there. Meow meow. It's a papaya. Wait, I just realized that it's not gonna show anything because I'm not behind the pillar. I'm so smart. So what we do here is actually trigger the dialogue. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to see how to trigger the dialogue of the special events once they are over here. Maybe I can include that function in directly. Yeah, maybe I can. Yeah. Okay, so there's no issue then. Meow meow. I'm doing okay, just saw the stream and wanted to come by and see how it goes for you too. It's going well. The usual. Decently. Meow meow. Papyrus, the pillar number 2. And that should be it. Now I just need to push the player a little bit more towards the back, because it's not, otherwise it's gonna re-trigger it infinitely. So over here, before the room gets reset, grab the player and make it go back. That's good to hear. Glad it's going well for you too. Decent. I will not say good. But also not bad, I guess. In the middle. Without chances of going good. That's just life. Blah blah blah. You don't understand because you don't have a brain. You're a skeleton. Okay, yes. I killed them. Yes, I did. I did that. I'm a kicking murder. And the room reset. And once again, we go back. Alright, it's working perfectly. Now I go behind the pillars. Meow meow, I feel that. Yeah, it happens. The animation is broken. Also, it doesn't wait. Okay, the other dialogue works. It's working. I have done every single sequence of dialogue so far. Whee! Nice. And last interaction. Oh, it crashed. Fuck! Oh, I know why it crashed. Let me see, let me see. Let me see. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah. You're screwing up my dialogues. Get inside. Because this should be the last one. And there you go. I see, so it was one dialogue ahead. Makes sense, I guess. Alright, with that stall bed, it should be fine now. Except for the papyrus animation walking down. Okay, let's do one last interaction. I need to test if it does the full monologue. Then I can just go back and do the short monologue. But the first one needs to be behind the pillar. Then I will have all the interactions that I can do in here. The other interactions will be just Easter eggs. Yeah, it's doing the long monologue. Yes, yes. It works. Now let me just move into the region. And it should be the short dialogue. Perfect. I'm gonna let it play out because I need to see if it actually does a pause. Because I don't think I see any pause. Never mind, there is a pause. Yippee! It works! Yippee! Now I need to do the capture dialogues. But for that I need to increase the capture times every single time that it dies. I probably should give another argument because it's different from when it's behind the pillar when you are actually approaching him. So maybe I should do a flag so I can affect the captured one's dialogue. Thinking, hello Reaping Cat, meow meow, hello, wow, meow meow, how ya doing? I'm just breaking my kitty brain doing some shenanigans for coding. So over here, I think I'm gonna do that. Over here, I'm gonna give another argument. This argument has to indicate me if it was behind the pillar before or not. By default, it's false, of course. And it doesn't affect anywhere other than in here. So if it is indeed behind the pillar, we're gonna do some stuff. The first of all is that the dialogue that we fetch, which is the one on top, yes. I also need to do a function to get the dialogues because I don't like the idea of using global dot dialogues now. Okay, I'm gonna take note of that as well. So over here is gonna be, needs to be another dialogue. Another name of a variable, because I don't want to replace the one that is in there. So that is gonna be dialogue papyrus, but it has to be the captured ones, yes? Now there's a capture time, because there is different dialogues depending on how many times you get captured. There's a maximum of 3. Think, think, think. Come on, use that kitty brain. Think. Kitty brain is burnt. Oh no. Okay, so I have a list of these, yes. And I have this for capture twice, capture thrice. And depending if it came back from the pillar or not, it's gonna do different stuff. So this actually is also case 3. Because the default, which is gonna be the case 2, doesn't get affected by that, because the dialogue doesn't shape for it. I should probably include facial expressions in this one. Because usually these don't have facial expressions. Until the second one. Or does them? Where is the dialogues? Of course they are not here. Meow, 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 meow. No, this is the pillars dialogue. No, no, no. I don't want the pillar dialogues for now. This is for starting the battle. This is for the other Easter eggs. This is for the other Easter egg, and 500 is to finish. Headpads for the cat. Meow, 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 meow. Thank you for the headpad. Baba. Meow, meow. Where is the capture dialogues? Where did I leave these dialogues? Okay, it does have faces. That's what I wanted to confirm. So this last dialogue can have commands for face stuff related. So I come back to Geometry Dash. Considering how much you are killing it on Minesweeper Online, I'm not sure if you should Geometry Dash. You're gonna get addicted to it again. Just hope that you don't rage quit. Don't rage quit. Because that game is very ragey to the sensible people. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, so for the Paps dialogue, I need to make it somehow that I need to make a copy. Wait, so all the dialogues that I return must be a copy, because if they are strictly here, they're gonna be edited, and if you want to reuse them later again, they're gonna be modified and they're gonna fuck up. Oh no. So what I need to do is an array copy, but not just any copy, a deep copy. Can I do an array deep copy here? No, because the array copy is just gonna copy the references. I'm gonna have to find how to do deep copies in that case, because it's not a good idea to edit the array while it's not there. So what I can do here is make an array copy. Well, this is empty. Array copy. God dang it! Destiny lists the array that I just created, which is empty, starting at index 0. What is asking then? The source of the dialogues is gonna be the list of dialogues that I got. Wait, that's oh. Okay, I guess I'm gonna replace that because it's already served its purpose. So copy it to the newly created dialog, get it from the dialogues that I just fetched. Capture, I need the index of the capturing, and then I need the sub-index of the dialogues. It's not gonna always do that. It's only for the first one. That's how I do it. Maybe I can come back someday. You underestimate my patience. I have 500 plus demon levels completed on mobile. Damn! Yes, you're addicted. Oh well. Well, if it's case tree, it's easier. So I need to make a different case. So case tree has a unique special way of doing this actually. So if the pillar flag is set for case tree, it's just gonna return true. Or just return actually. Doesn't return a value, just return. And that's it. It doesn't do anything else. Well, of course it's gonna print a dialog if there is a dialog. Yeah. So thanks to this one, I have segregated every single dialog now. Yeah, because there's a maximum 1, 2, and 3 options. So this is the first one. This is gonna be the second one. And the third one is the last one. And this is the default simply. And there's an ID. There you go. So you're gonna start copying from the index number 1 towards the entire length -1. Yeah, it has to be -1. Oops, don't do that. Meow. So is this -1? So what I do here is fetch the dialog number 0 and get their ID. And this is the dialog that I'm gonna be returning. There, so all it's in the PUBs dialog. The only thing that changed is that there is one less dialog if it's a list. Considering that this one, because it grabs then 0 then 1. Then I need to remove the first one. And because there is a chance that the other dialog gets removed, I need to add back the asterisk and the space height. Once they are removed, once they are there, now I just need to display them using this function. What is this last argument for? Use font space. Okay, that must be always false for Papyrus. So if it's the first ID, there is not gonna be any face. If it's the second ID, then there is gonna be a face. I'm just gonna do the dialog. Yes. And as for the second dialog, there is no PUBs dialog, of course, so I need to fetch it directly. This one doesn't need modifications. And the last one also doesn't need modifications. There you go. And that should be the entire of the dialogues. The long corridor is an Easter egg that I will add later. As for the dialogues in here, where is the first pillar dialogue? Here. Aside from passing 0, you pass a true. Now, in order to test this, to make sure it works, I need to go normal first, then go behind the pillar in the second one to test it out. These are gonna start behaving as captured ones. And in order to be treated as captured ones, I need to increment the capture times. So over here, it's gonna do this. Of course, this is all temporary, it's not gonna be there. Alright, let's give it a shot and see if that did it. Meow, 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 meow. So first one, go normal. and eat up all the entire dialogue. Eat up all the entire dialogue. Jumps, 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 jumps. Delicious dialogue. Jumps, 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 jumps. Now go behind. What? What? Uh, what is happened? Okay, my code broke. Because it was supposed to do the Papyrus monologue differently, I believe. Let me see. This is behind pillar here, but it's not the case. Then there is Papyrus's full monologue. It's already true. So it's gonna do this. Okay, I'm using Papyrus monologue function. The Papyrus monologue function requires one argument at the very least, and depending if it has already captured, it's gonna do this stuff. Unless I got lucky with the font function? No. Meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Okay, what the heck happened? Because Papyrus's full monologue was set to true at that point. Because to get captured once, you got to go through the full monologue at least once. There is no point in which you get a zero monologue. Session data always sets the Papyrus full monologue back to false every time you press start. But session data should be data that gets set only once at the start of the game and then no more. Because you don't wanna that. I'm gonna have to check that. There's some problems with this logic of session data. How do I want a session to be considered, really? So, well, in a game, it's not that much of a problem because you have save points. But in this one, specifically because it's a fun game, I'm resetting the session data every single time. For this case in specific, I don't want that, maybe. Do I? I think I do. Complicated. Okay, think. What's going on? Why is my program not working? Because the first time does it well, but the second time didn't work. Is it always, or was it just the case of randomness over there? Because of the font value. No, but if it works once, it works twice. Okay. It just stops working. Whenever capture times is greater, it just stops working. Okay, let's check. What's going on with this one? This is 0, and this goes negative anyways. So this doesn't affect in anything, really. The only place that gets added over there is here. And where else is it being used? Only there. Oh, I got a switch of the capture times. Case 0. And it implements all this. No, I am doing this in a way that it's more global, so I don't actually need a switch. And there you go. That should not interfere with the stuff anymore. And let's see, this should work now. Meow meow. Meow. Alright, now go back. And there you go, it works. And let's see if the implement that I did does work. There is no pause in the dialogue then. It works. I go in the middle now. It's fast. And again, it's gonna be fast. Okay, I need to adjust that, the speed. Because I'm used to always being so slow. But I think I need to just make it +2. So from the second time onwards, it's gonna be going a little bit faster. And I guess it has to be immediate as also. So if the timer is also 1, but the global save data capture times is greater than or equal to, then put the timer already on the time that it has to do the movement. Okay, that should do the faster transition now. Because people sometimes get impatient when going a bunch of times. Yeah, it's repetitive, so make it faster. First one is fine. Stretchies? Okay, I will get to it in a bit. There you go. Alright. Stretchies. Meow meow. Thanks for the stretchies. Wow. Okay. That's what I love. Go here now. Oh no. Oh no. That's a problem. Why are you stuck? Oh no. Okay, it's something to do with the dialogues for sure. And it has to do with the way I did the last one. Gotta get up and move around. Either that or you turn into a mushroom. What if I wanna be a mushroom? Meow. I can be nocturnal. Yee! So what this does is a return. It doesn't return, of course, any value. So this is an ID, this is a pillar. Pillar is true and the ID is 0. Oh, it's progress mode equal to none. And because of this, it's stuck. Then that will make you quite a fungi. Can I do this next? So it like it finishes instantly in case there is no dialogue to trigger. I'm gonna have to trigger the entire sequence again to test it out. Alright. Meow 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 meow. Perfect. That worked just nice. Let's go again. Let's go again. And it's now super fast. It works. It's beautiful. I think, however, it's now super fast. There is no cap. I need to place a cap on the camera movement speed. So clamp it, please. The minimum value is 1, yes, but the maximum value is gonna be 4. Benjamin takes no more than 0 arguments, but 1 is provided. What? What? Game Maker's being drunk today again. Meow, 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 meow. Where is the camera? Where is the camera? Help! I lost my camera. Oh, here it is. It's +1. Yes, that is always slow. I see my pillar and it takes 1. What do you mean? My monologue as well, I see it. Okay, but it works. I'm happy. But yeah, I don't know why it's marking errors when there is no errors when compiling. We did the entire dialogue sequence now. Yay! Just so I like it. The entire dialogue sequence has been finished. All there's need to be done is the Easter eggs now. I will do that eventually. So Papyrus monologue, if it's a long corridor, there's a special sequence for that. I'm making sure that... Can it be the full monologue? No, if it's the very first time a player is encountering or fighting Papyrus, it should not have a single Easter egg. You can do it. I know I can, yes, it just takes a bit of time. And a bit of logic to make this flow in the way that you want to do it. So what I need to do for the Easter egg will be ditch this entire sequence or go for the short version actually. Because he goes like, what the fuck took you so long? Then he pulls out the bone and then he immediately starts the fight. He doesn't say another dialogue. I wonder if I should make it say another dialogue just to keep consistency in this code. Because if not, I'm gonna have to add a condition over here. So yeah, Papyrus is gonna be, what the fuck took you so long? Then trigger all this. Now, if it's a long corridor and you go behind the pillar, because there could be combinations, I need to take into account that. If I go behind the pillar, he's gonna be like, excuse me, Mr. Pillar, again, yada yada, oh, there you are, then goes back into the monologue. But if it's the second time that you got behind the pillar, it's complicated. It's complicated indeed. Can I use a session data instead? Let me see. So session data only resets if the game sets it or you close the game, but not per reset. So if I set a session data for, let's say, the pillar animations, no, for the okay, no, I'm confusing myself. So the player can get behind the pillar and then it's gonna play the sequence behind the pillar. Papyrus is gonna move down, it's gonna then go back into the main monologue. But if it's a long pillar, that monologue is gonna be, what the fuck took you so long? Immediately start the fight as a meme. Which is good, yes. Now, I probably don't want always to be a long corridor if you're lucky with that. So I want to reroll this, and that's why it's in the local data. The local data is the one that resets every single time, regardless of if you die or not. It just resets every single reset to the initial values. I think that's what it does. The only way to know that is to perform a load. Go into the function and yes, it's resetting every single time the local data. So the font will be always changing. The font value always changes. It's unlikely, but I need to cover all the cases. So, Papyrus, if you have the long corridor and then you go back behind the pillar, but it's not the first sequence, he's not gonna say his iconic dialogue for the long corridor fun thingy. Because according to this, yeah, this is a continuation to the monologue, but this is just straight up starting the lesson. So I guess I could add a variation to all this. Like very well human no more hiding. And instead of playing this last dialogue, it should play the what the fuck took you so long. Which is the pillars. For every single pillar dialogue, its last dialogue should be changed to that. So this long corridor thing is gonna actually become an array now to account for that. Whoops, don't do that. So over here we're gonna copy this dialogue, but this one is gonna have a little variation, like also pause and then the dialogue. Yeah, okay, so this second dialogue will always only play when you are behind the pillar and you got the long corridor, and the other one is gonna play normally. So instead of playing the second dialogue or the last dialogue for every single sequence of pillar, is gonna go to the long corridor one. So I don't change the structure at all in here. It's just that when it's doing the pillar thing, then I need to handle special cases. I go to sleep now. Good night, Ray. Good night, Phil. Meow meow. Take care. Bye bye. Okay, so this last dialogue of Pillar 2 is the one that needs to do it. But Pillar 2 ID that doesn't do it. So I need to add a condition here. Good thing I already have this condition over here of the fun thingy. I put the false so it doesn't trigger accidentally while I'm debugging. But this false of course needs to be removed. Please leave a to-do to remove that. And again, I should have copied the entire line. But yes, do that. This part is only for the long corridor. Now, if it's a long corridor, but also the last ID is 2, not just it has to be in range. Then over here is gonna play the dialogue of what the fuck took you so long. A little bit of a mess, but there. It's gonna be long corridor. 1. Alright, long corridor is set. I should probably set it here then as well. So in here, long corridor 0. And now let's see our flowchart, because yes, it's gonna work for the normal dialogues. Oh, but I also need to take into account the capture. No, wait, the dialogue of capture gets overwritten if you are in the long corridor, I believe. Do I have an achievement for getting captured multiple times? I already forgot my achievements. I have note of them, so I can just go look at them actually. Be captured by Papyrus at least once. So yeah, there is no special case for the capture, so yeah, I can just skip dialogue if I need to. Or just not progress the counter if it's the long corridor. I guess yeah, I will go with that. Don't progress the counter if it's a long corridor. Easter egg. I should probably simplify most of these checks and instead of doing these long checks, make it all a function. So is long corridor, it's a function which will return me the result of the condition. What condition? This one in particular. And we use that instead. That way I can just change it over there. Alright, little easy of use now, but let's keep thinking. So the player is gonna go and trigger the normal sequence. Papyrus never says his full monologue the first time that happens. So nothing changes, you just start battle directly. That works. Now, if it's after the monologue, that also doesn't change. Got it? If it's in any state of the capture once, that doesn't change, it's just you don't increment the counter. Got it. Because this starts everything. If it's behind the pillar of it's a monologue. If it's the monologue, he's gonna say, "What the fuck took you so long?" And it should immediately start the battle. Like after this dialogue, he pulls the bone and starts the attack, the battle. How do you do that? It's gonna have to be a special case. Also, I will probably have to convert this code into a function because it's repetitive. This is not the only place I use this. I use it at least 3 times in 3 places. That's repetitive code. I mean, the sound itself can lead me to it. Well, it has to be this one because the other versions don't have the image alpha. So this is gonna be Papyrus Bone. I guess Summon's Bone. There you go. And we're gonna be replacing that with the function that we just created. Is this not the same? Oh, I placed one extra M. Whoops. There you go. I'm gonna have to create a separate sequence. Like instead of using this, it's gonna have to be a separate sequence. Depending on where the player is located, of course. Okay, let's do that. So if the player is behind the pillar, it's gonna play normally the behind pillar sequence. If it's the first time, it's gonna then come back in here and trigger the monologue to do the whatever monologue is up right now. However, if it's the long corridor, I'm gonna ditch that and should only do the long corridor dialogue, which is essentially done by the monologue itself. Because the monologue does trigger as a priority first the long corridor dialogue. Over here, all I need to do is just check if it's the long corridor. And if it is, then I will do some stuff to make sure that the bone spawns and does the stuff that it has to do. Alternative, actually, ignore that, I guess. Yeah, ignore that and do it in here, actually. After the behind pillar. So over here, we're gonna do a little condition checking that. Wait, what? Yes. So else if it's long corridor, if it's the long corridor, it's just Papyrus gonna pull his bone and then start the fight immediately. Something like this. However, there is no dialogue in the middle. But yeah, it's essentially this, the short monologue, but reduce it. This code is very similar. Is there a way I can use this instead? Yes, I can. By placing an OR condition, checking as well if the long corridor is there. And then making it so this line over here gets ignored. If it's not the long corridor, it's gonna play this monologue. If it's the long corridor, it's gonna ignore it and then go directly to finish the event. Therefore, I don't need this. Perfect. Because this one is in another sequence, yes? And this also is another sequence. But these sequences are very similar, so I keep those. But yes, the long corridor is there now. Okay, so that's what happens if it's the first time that you go behind the pillar and then you get this monologue. And regardless if it's captured or not, you get this result. Now, if it's the other cases where the pillar does take over and does all the logic itself, it's gonna go all the way here until it reaches the pillar number 2. And pillar number 2 already has a condition for that to display the other dialogue. Once it has removed that, it's done. It starts battle and okay, I have implemented the long corridor Easter egg now. I can even be a little cheeky and test it out and not rely on the randomness and just check if it's true. By basically forcing it to always be true. And since I am forcing it always to be true, that dialogue will always play. So let's see. Well, since I am simulating that, I probably should make it so the capture state doesn't count. Well, essentially the capture state will not count in here actually. It counts every time you get actually captured, which is something that happens inside the battle, not in here. I am incrementing the capture time just to simulate it, but I don't actually need to do it here. Yeah, that makes sense. Hello, Papaya. And it starts. Perfect. Beautiful. And every single time I talk to Papyrus is gonna say that, right? Okay, behind the pillar. I love it. It works. I'm happy about it. The several combinations that I'm doing is because I'm replicating the Easter eggs that I have with my main Disbelief Papyrus. I think it's done. I just need to do the other events. But yeah, this is all I need most of the time. Okay, I can remove this true now that I checked that it actually works. And because it works, I can try to do the actual event and then test it out myself. What could there be a little flaw that there could be? Some flaws? Think. What flaw could there be in this system? Global session, there is a monologue, yeah. Well, I rely the camera speed. I rely on the amount of capture times that the player got captured. But if a player is dying constantly a bunch of times, this timer will never go up actually. So this actually should be a cutscene triggerer. Like how many times have I triggered this cutscene? If it's this amount of times, I will make it move faster then. Now the question is, where do I save this type of timer? Where do I save it? Because if it's in the save data, it depends on the player's save file then. And the player, if they don't save, they're gonna always be seeing the slow cutscene. Which, nope, that doesn't do. If it's in the local data, it's just the same result. And even worse. Because it resets every single time. If it's in the persistent data, then the slow motion will never happen other than the first times. So it has to be in the session data. And the session data gets reset whenever you start the game again. But no matter how many times you retrigger this cutscene, if you die, if you get captured, that session data will stay intact, unless you restart from the menu. If you restart from the menu, that's where it resets everything from factory. Ah, I guess I'm gonna need another type of data. I'm gonna need another structured data that is session data plus, sorta like that. Because session data resets every single time that you create a new save file. And that's it. The session data is supposed to reset whenever you create a new game or when you close the game and open it again. That is the purpose of that data. I need another type of data that only resets when you close the game, not when you create a new save file. But I think for this case in specific, it's actually good that it's in the session data. So yes, it's gonna be cutscene triggered times. And every time this event expires or I go into a battle, I need to increase this counter. Now, will this make it anticlimactic a little bit? Because I rely on the camera being slow for suspense and stuff, but yeah, the more you die, the more tedious it becomes actually. So if you trigger the switch, should it go slow? Or should it keep the speed that you have? I think it should keep the speed that you have. Okay. I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna see how it feels once I have the game going. If I feel it's off, I will just delete it. Also, of course I need to redo all of this. There you go. And now I just need to create this with the data. Game initial thingy, session data over here, set it to 0. Alright, I think for the purposes of this, that works. And that's pretty much it. Meow meow. That's all I'm gonna be doing for today. We did all the dialogue, we did all the interactions. That's good. We did a long corridor interaction. We still need to do the switch event and the dog event, which are also Easter eggs that can happen in the overworld. Oh, but also there is a double event where Papyrus multiplies. So I also need to handle that. So how do I handle the double? I guess in here. is double trouble. That's the name of the event. It has to return a condition that checks the range of correct found values for that. I don't have that range right now, so it's gonna be false for now. But it has to return something, of course. Oh, sorry. Alright. The dog event is a check in the dialogues, in every single dialogue. So that's good. Ah, dang it. Wow. What else? What else? What else? The switch event is something the player triggers. Double papyrus, long corridor, dog event. I'm gonna check my events. Maybe I'm missing something. But double trouble needs to change the way papyrus summons the bone and the way the final dialogue is displayed. Because the final dialogue needs to be replaced with a new dialogue. One of these three. Alright. It was nice being here. I must go though. Have a good one. Bye, meow meow. Meow meow. Bye there, Ben 10. Meow meow. I'm gonna also finish the stream anyways, because we have been going for a while. I'm feeling already burnt in my brain. But yeah, we got the thing going. We just need to implement double papyrus. We need to implement the dog event. And we need to implement the rocks falling on papyrus. Do I have the dialogue for the rocks falling on papyrus actually? Oh yes, I do. It's worried. Alright. There is in fact not X move. I should probably implement that. How hard could it be? Actually, I'm gonna take note of that. There you go. This is gonna be interesting, actually, because you could make some interesting interactions with dialogues that have that behavior. I'm gonna have to check how to implement it. But that's for another time. Save the project. Always make sure to save your projects. You don't want them to go to waste. And I probably should push this project into the repository. A repository on GitHub. I don't think it has a repository though. Whoops. My bad. I should probably do that. But for me, I'm just gonna close it. That was some nice coding session. Wah wah wah. It is feeling nippy. Wah wah wah. Alright guys. Thanks for coming to the stream. I am also gonna get going. Meow 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 meow. So let's see who we have today for raiding. Meow 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 meow. Do we have any cats around? I would love another cat around, I guess. Oh, somebody's playing Rhythmic Heaven Groove. That's actually a good game. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Hmm. Meh. I can't decide which one. Meow, meow. Alright, it's gonna be this Gremlin. Why not? They have Gremlin energy after all. Meow, meow. Alright, guys. Thanks for coming to today's stream. It was nice just coding silly little thing. I didn't really know what to do today. So yeah, whenever I don't know what to do, I just default to coding. Coding. Meow 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 meow. Well, that's gonna be then all for today. I saved my project. Everything's going well. I hope to get this game going soon, because it's already taking a while, mostly because I didn't have dedicated time on it. But yeah, I will see how to get it going. Meow meow. So thanks guys for coming to today's stream. I will see ya in the next stream on weekend. Meow meow. See you on Saturday.